All right, well, today the world is remembering heavy metal icon Ozzy Osbourne. The man known as the Prince of Darkness died yesterday at the age of 76, just weeks after he played the farewell show in England. Osbourne spent 5 decades in the spotlight. He first rose to fame as the frontman for Black Sabbath before going on to a successful solo music career. And later he became a reality TV star on the MTV show that followed his family life. Now, as he got older, Osbourne became more open about his health struggles, including Parkinson's disease, but that didn't keep him from making music. Ozzy's influence also faced its share of criticism. He was accused of being a negative influence on teens and worshiping Satan. That's an allegation he consistently rejected.
Of course, his career filled with many highlights. I think one of them appearing beside our very own Larry Spriggle. That's right, check this out. This is footage from the 1986 horror film Trick or Treat, where Ozzy plays a reverend who criticizes rock and roll music. Larry, as you see right there, looks exactly the same.
It really does. That great hair.
Played the part of a talk show host interviewing him. Check this out.
We have some pretty ribald stuff here. Those rockers really have a strange sense of humor, don't they?
I don't even think it's a sense of humor. I think they're just out-and-out sick people. I mean, and they're trying to make everyone else around them who listens to their music as sick as they are.
Reverend, let me ask you a question.
Larry Spriggle with the hard questions.
And easy answers, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, he was, that was back in 1986.
Yes.
I was working here at the station, had a break to work in this film. Well, I've been over in Wilmington, that's where that was shot.
Okay.
It's like Hollywood East. There are a lot of films being shot down there. I had a chance to do some work in different movies, but that was exceptional because at that time Ozzy was going through a phase where he was completely sober.
Okay.
Up to that point, you'd had all the crazy things going on, and then later on in the 90s and 2000s, the Osbournes. But I spent like 3 days with him, and he was down to earth, nice guy.
Right.
They braided his hair back, so it was actually shorter than mine, if you saw in the clip right there. And I remember him saying that he went, you know, if my mom saw me right now, she'd want me to come back to England and be a truck driver again. Apparently, early on in his life, when he was a teenager, he was a truck driver.
Wow, okay.
But, I mean, he was honest. I said, Ozzy, I want to ask you some questions. And I said, what about this thing about the bat? And he explained it.
Yes.
He did. He said one time he did. The rest of the time he did use the act, but it was a rubber bat. He said that was a mistake that first time that he did it.
Right.
But I mean, you know, kind of an exceptionally unusual guy in many different ways.
I think it's so interesting because you have a career with Black Sabbath, you have then a really successful solo career, and then you have really the start of reality TV.
The very beginning.
You can probably count on one hand the number of artists who have a successful second act and then the successful third act.
I mean, a full life he lived.
Totally. I mean, he died, yes, at 76, but I'm not. I bet if he could have said, yes, I did everything I wanted to do, and Sharon, who was the love of his life, she straightened him out more or less. Then he had 6 children. By the way, his name is John Michael Osbourne.
Wow.
Did not know that.
Osbourne, yes.
Doesn't quite sound as heavy metal as Ozzy.
Not at all. Yeah. By the way, he hated the term heavy metal. He said, we're heavy, but we're not heavy metal. There's other bands heavier than Black Sabbath, is what he said.
The best part is that he got to perform in his hometown 3 weeks ago.
Yes, he did. Closed it out right there.
Right.
What a way to go. That was a swan song.
That was it. His farewell.
In his hometown. It doesn't get any better than that.
So cool. Thanks for joining us, Larry.
Always a Larry angle. Always a Larry angle.
Always.